To wake her brother, she lures killers to his wheelchair. Their cure is carnage, their bond is a weapon. What is this insane manga that I'm talking about? Well, let's find out, shall we? Spiraken Manga Review, episode 601. Hello and welcome to an episode of the Spiraken Manga Review. I'm your host, Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, bonjour, and what's up? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're excited for another fun-filled episode of this awesome podcast you can find at www.spiraken.com. We're also on YouTube, Spotify, Stitcher, and various other social media sites. Just type in SPIRAKN. I'll guarantee you find us one way or the other. And if you're watching on YouTube, as always, remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell for notification for when we release new episodes. And with that in mind, let's actually get to it because I am excited and also perplexed to talk about this insane manga. And if you've been watching for this manga review podcast for so long, you know I've read some really weird shit, unless this is honestly one of the weirdest ones I've read in a while. So let's get to it, shall we? So, if you remember from the last episode, I spun that one that only the Wheel of Manga and Nick Dictan today reviewing Tank Chair. This is a manga by Manabu Yashiro, and this is one of the weirdest freaking things I've read ever. And the premise is that in the mysterious island of Guichen, a bunch of criminals live. It's considered the most dangerous town in the universe, and there's a lot of craziness going on. Genetic doping is common for gangs to gain ultimate power. There's people who manipulate their DNA, and there's a lot of killers, and there's an organization called the Academy that trains the worst of the worst, or the best of the best. And this place is crazy. For example, there is a gang that is giant gorillas. But our main character is a mysterious figure in a spiked wheelchair wearing tons of armor with big freaking swords. And this group of monkey criminals are gigantic. Like, they're the size of probably 30 feet, crushing cars, killing people. They're sentient, they're genetically enhanced, and they're causing lots of problems on Guichen Island. So an information broker / a fixer for a killing group decides to hire a young girl named Shizuka, who offers to take care of it because she's got the perfect killer and, she's going to take care of this job, take care of it for the client. And her partner in crime is her older brother, Nagi. And Shizuka is really, really a great sister. She sees her brother every day, and she makes sure that he's okay and is trying to fix him from his problem. And what is this problem we're talking about? Well, he's in a coma. He's in a wheelchair and he doesn't move. He's kind of comatose. But Shizuka's figured out something with some tricks. Because she's able to awaken her brother whenever the feeling of bloodlust approaches him. Like someone's going to stab him, hurt him. When he feels the intent to hurt him or kill him, he wakes up for a short period of time. And with this, he has become the ultimate assassin, Tank Chair. And Shizuka has made this super dope, crazy, tons of different wheelchairs with tons of accessories. Think Lone Wolf and Cub level accessories. There are weapons in this. There is treads. There's the ability to climb up walls. This is freaking crazy. And it's just her trying to fix her brother through this weird therapy of every time he feels bloodlust, he wakes up. So what if I keep sending him against criminals and we can see how long it lasts? And that's what this series is. She's literally trying to figure out to wake her brother up with murderous intent and with this insane therapy. And what pretty much happens is that it's wash, rinse, repeat of she gets hired for a job, she sends her brother to kill people, and it gets super violent. And what do I mean by super violent? Well, it's bloody and gory and gloriously insane. And when you see the figure, he's wearing essentially like a super exoskeleton while he's in this wheelchair with two swords, cutting people in half, climbing up walls, zapping people. And then when there's problems, he adjusts to different versions of the Tank Chair. So there's Tank Chair version 3, which has arms that can make him punch stronger. And there's Tank Chair 7, which it's just essentially a car. And it's him causing bloody damage in this violent, insane story that is just completely and utterly crazy. This reminds me of a mixture of Riki-Oh and Dorohedoro, with its violence and this post-apocalyptic world where there are things that are strange. And the villains are absurd. One of them straight up is the greatest sniper of all time, but when he uses an electronic railgun, he misses because it wakes up Nagi, and then he ends up killing him with a different gun. He actually throws a bowling ball and crushes his head. This manga is insane and violent. Is this a good manga? Kind of, but it's also this weird thing that is a brother sister story because I didn't explain what happened, why he's in a wheelchair. What happened was that Nagi was protecting Shizuka when she was kidnapped. Slight spoilers, they both were members of the Academy, which is creating the greatest assassins of all time, and Nagi was the greatest assassin. His little sister was one of the worst. She was in the lowest rank. He defected with her. They tried to kill her to bring him back. He protected his sister and ended up with a bullet in his skull, and he's in this weird mental issue. And that is the story that we're talking about. It is a brother and sister as they try to fix him through murder. And I love that he can be cognizant and aware as long as the bloodlust is there, and she uses different tricks to wake him up, like she'll smack him trying to kill a bug, or she'll try to stab him, or whenever she has this actual murderous intent to kill him, he wakes up and then they have actual conversations. And it's almost like talking to my big brother, even though he's in a wheelchair and he can't. And this is a kind of sad story because Shizuka is kind of damned to take care of her brother, like most family who has to deal with a disabled sibling, and it's she's doing it the best she can. Like if you ever had a disabled member of your family, or you know someone who take care of someone who's injured, it's not an easy feat. And I like that Shizuka is going about it in a productive way. She's being positive. She isn't moping about it. And yes, she misses her brother, but she sees this as a therapy to fix him. And I like that element. Now, what are some of the negatives about this? This is a super insane series, which is a lot of the character development is overshadowed by the insanity of this manga. But it is pretty cool. And while if you're a fan of something with a big narrative, this is not the story for you. If you want something violent and insane, this is one of those that feeds that niche, that itch. And it's been a while since I've read something this insane that's made me smile this much. Like Gacha Kuda did it. Also, Galacium did it. Riki-Oh did it. JoJo's did it. Well, except for 5, but we've never reviewed 5 for reasons. But that's what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So, overall, the art style is pretty good. A little slashy, but it works in this world. It makes it nitty and gritty for this violent series. And for that, I'm going to have to give this a borrow from a friend and don't return unless offered Pocky. This is a highly unusual premise of a wheelchair-bound super assassin with some strong sympathetic characters. I mean, you feel for Nagi and you feel for Shizuka as they try to navigate the world with this situation. And the action sequences are truly unique. I've never seen a wheelchair assassin turning a button and making spikes come out of his wheels, and he climbs up a wall and kills a bunch of monkey men. And I mean, literally, they are genetically altered to look like monkeys. It's kind of insane. And the atmosphere is gritty and dark. The buildings in the area are crushed. There's a lot of damage. It looks like Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star came through and destroyed a bunch of buildings, and then they made a city out of it. It is one of the weirdest settings ever. Now, the cons, like I said, this is a potentially repetitive plot device. Every episode is wash, rinse, repeat. Shizuka gets a job, she awakens Nagi, and they kill the bad guys. They eventually have more going on with the backstory, but it takes a while. And this series has a major risk of overshadowing the character development of our characters. But it is really awesome. It is worth checking out and worth borrowing. Not worth buying, worth borrowing. And the tropes for this are going to be an unwilling weapon because Nagi really has no agency. He only wakes up to kill things. Then goes back to sleep. This is an uber violent urban hellscape. If you see things like Fist of the North Star, any post-apocalyptic manga, this is that world. And the love-fueled rampage that goes on because it's a brother and sister who love each other trying to It's them against the world, and that's what this insane manga is. So if you've read this, let me know your thoughts. Email me at Zan, that's xan@Spiraken.com, or tweet me at Spiraken. Let me know if you like this, you don't like this, you think this is a crazy concept, or you think it's the most brilliant concept you ever read. Let me know. And with that in mind, let's actually get to the manga releases for the week, because we've got some fun ones this week. Starting off with Akane Banashi, Volume 14. We've got Apothecary Diaries, Light Novel 7. At 2500 in Akasaka, Volume 5. The Beauty's Blade, Mi Renju. This is going to be a new novel coming out. Beware the Villainess, Volume 5. The Big Apple, Volume 4. Blue Box, Volume 18. By the Grace of the Gods, Volume 13. This is the light novel. Colette Decides to Die, Volume 5. Dark Gathering, Volume 16. Dear Door, Volume 1. Demons Under the Waxing Moon. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Volume 20. Edens of Witch, Volume 5. The Elusive Samurai, Volume 17. The Emperor's Caretaker, Volume 5. Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest, Volume 19. Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation 1, this is the hardcover. Heaven's Official Blessing, this is the special edition, Volume 7. How to Grill Our Love, Volume 17, this is a digital release. Jujutsu Kaisen, Volume 28. Kagurabashi, Volume 5. Land of the Lustrous, Volume 13. The Long Summer of August 31st, Volume 3. Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Lady Noir, the complete omnibus. Monster Cats, Volume 3. Mushishi, the collector's edition. They finally released this as an omnibus. This is an awesome hardcover. I actually ended up buying this. I bought this a week early. I actually have it right now. My Kitten is a Picky Eater, Volume 6. Naruto Shippuden, the official cookbook. 35 mouthwatering recipes inspired by the manga, and most of them are ramen. Nue's Exorcist, Volume 3. Prince Freya, Volume 12. Punch Drunk Love, Volume 4. Rise of the Outlaw Tamer and his S-Class Cat Girl, Volume 6. This is the light novel. See You in My 19th Life, Volume 8. She's the Strongest Bride, but I'm Stronger in Night Battles, Volume 4. This is an ecchi series. Skip Beat, Volume 51. Space Punch by 2D, Volume 4. Survival in Another World with My Mistress, Volume 8. This is the manga version, not the light novel. Tune In to the Midnight Heart, Volume 4. Virgin Marriage, A Maiden Voyages in Passionate Embrace, Volume 3. Winter Wolf, Volume 1. Yokai Cats, number 10, another manga by Pandania. We're getting a bunch of this one. This one I like because we actually get the Oni Cat finally. And last but not least, we have You and I Are Polar Opposites. So these are the manga releases for the week. 43 insanely awesome manga. And my favorites for the week are going to be The Apothecary Diaries, Volume 7. This light novel has been really great, and the series is so addictive. You have Land of the Lustrous, Volume 13. I have not reviewed Land of the Lustrous, but this is a beautiful series that is artistic and so dark as well. You have Mushishi's Omnibus. It's Mushishi. It's a series that I've loved for many, many years. The last time I reviewed this was episode 151 of this podcast. And I think it's time to re-review it. So I'm going to put this on the wheel of manga. We have Naruto Shippuden, the official cookbook, because actually some of these recipes are really delicious. And last but not least, we have Winter Wolf, which is a manhwa with a different telling for it. So these are the manga releases for the week. Let me know which ones you're most excited about or which one you're not. Email me at Spiraken.com or tweet me at Spiraken. And with that in mind, I want to thank each and every one of you for checking out these videos, this series, and more importantly, this podcast. Every email I get, every comment, every new subscriber, it gives me more motivation to keep doing this. I love doing this, so thank you so much. Thank you for sticking it in with me, and thank you for, more importantly, just hanging out with me as I talk about various mangas. So thank you so much. And we're going to keep going. Don't worry, we're at 603. We're going to see if we can get all the way up to 1,000 before our 20-year anniversary, which is coming up. 20 years, can you believe it? Kind of crazy. But with that in mind, let's actually get to it. Remember, you can like, share, subscribe on our website, Spiraken.com, or youtube.com/@Spiraken. Follow us on any of our social media sites. We have not updated any of them in a while. I really need to get back on that. I've been kind of busy with other things, especially because work has been insane. A lot of my coworkers quit, but that's neither here nor there. That is behind the curtain stuff. So with that in mind, let's get to the part that you've all been waiting for, the most popular part of this podcast. And wait, before I forget, something big, something awesome. I am going to be at a convention this week. Yes, I'm going to be at MythicCon in Concord, North Carolina. I'm going to be running a bunch of RPGs. Yes, I'm going to be DMing, GMing, MCing, holing, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be running a bunch of RPGs. I'm going to be doing Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk? Metro Otherscape, the Tokyo Otherscape expansion. I'm going to be doing Stories from the Grave, and I'm going to be doing a D&D 5e one-shot. So if you're interested, definitely go to MythicCon and look me up. You'll find me, just look under Zan. If you have more questions, email me, zanspiraken.com. It is a ticketed event, so there's only a limited amount of tickets. So just look for me on there. You'll find me one way or the other. And with that in mind, let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the most popular part of this podcast. And what are we talking about? We're talking about that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, except no substitute. What is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on it. And what I've done is I've set a manga title to each of the 10 slots. So we're going to spin the wheel. Whatever number it lands on, the manga that's in that spot is the one I'm going to review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, episode 604. And I've added some really cool things on here, more importantly, because I have so many omnibuses from series that I haven't reviewed in over 200 episodes, and it's been a while, and most of you have not even delved back that far. And I didn't do a bunch of videos for anything before 300, so it's time for me to update and redo things. So I'm going to spin it, and I've added a bunch of new ones, including the Nana omnibus, which I got finally. It's the one right there. It looks really awesome. I've added, of course, City Hunter. I got the City Hunter. And then we got the Mushishi omnibus. The other big ones we've got a Kanabanashi, Hope You're Happy Lemon, Kindergarten Wars, Kamui Kaiju, My Hero Academia Vigilante, Thunder 3, and Tower Dungeon. So let's spin and see what we're going to review in the next episode, shall we? Holy shit, I did not rig that. I swear I did not rig that. I literally didn't rig it. Oh my goodness. That's number 3. So I'm going to be reviewing Mushishi the Omnibus. I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be something else. That's kind of crazy. But, yeah, so expect me to actually go over the new edition of Mushishi and talk about my love of the series. It's been one of those series that's really cool. Maybe I'll get Greta back on it. We'll see. But anyway, with that in mind, guess that's it for this episode. As usual, I am your host, Zan. I'm Gonzville. I'll catch you guys next time. And keep reading manga. I'll see you later.